Okay, welcome back to Daily Driven Alpha. As you can see, we've got the dashboard out, and what we're going to do today is we're just going to tidy up this glove box lid. We could paint it, but what we're going to do is we're going to line it, flock it so it's got that nice velvet look, and we're also going to take the original tub that as you can see is all worn and flattened out. We're going to reline that as well with some flocking material, so that comes up looking nice and clean, a bit like the inside of a jewellery box. So show you what we're going to use. We've just bought some black suede material, flocking material. It's a powdered, like a finely chopped suede. This is from a company here in Brisbane, Australia, called Flock Industries. So that was good, nice and local. Give us a nice clear glue that you use. So you can get coloured glues depending on what the colour of the flocking material is. They give you a little applicator. It's basically a cardboard tube with some holes in the end that you use to just dust the flocking material on, and a few brushes just to get some of the glue on. You'll notice that we've got some paper down for the process. We're not masking anything off because we're not actually spray painting. The glue itself will just get applied. We'll flock it on. Any of the excess powder or flocking material will just drop onto the paper, and once we're finished we'll just fold that up and pour that back in to a container for reuse later down the track. So what we'll do is we'll start by just getting some glue on here, and then we'll flock that. So let's just get set up, and I'll bring you straight back. Okay, I've just moved this so you can see a little bit better. I mean, it's not that complicated. All we're going to do is just take a little bit of this glue, coat the glove box lid with it. We have sanded this and then used a wax and grease remover. You'll notice with these there's screws here that will get hidden because these are the screws that hold the outside skin of the glove box lid on the inner frame. Shouldn't be too much of an issue because it's not exactly something that you're going to be pulling apart regularly. So I think we'll just cover those up, putting that on there so that we've got a nice coating, because you want this to adhere as you dust it on. So probably a bit like dusting a cake, I would think. We've never done this before, so hopefully we get it right. We're doing it outside. There's a little bit of a breeze, and I'm just hoping that that doesn't cause us an issue. But we'll see how we go. Let's get in here. Now, one of the things that we are thinking about is the gaps when we close the lid, and hopefully there's no binding on the tub or on the edges. But given it's quite a soft material, hopefully it shouldn't be an issue. As you can see, we've taken the latch out just to get in there. Right. Okay, that's dusted on. Let's see how we go. So I've already put some material in here, and let's see what happens. We'll shake it down and we'll start dusting that on. Hopefully you can see that going on. So it leaves a nice powdered sort of coating. I guess you need to make sure you get it into the corners. Hopefully you can see that okay. So I'm using quite a bit of force and liberally coating it. Once I've done this, I'll bring you a bit closer so you can have a look at it. There'll be some excess flocking material on it. I'm probably overdoing it, but that's all right. Okay, let's have a look at that. Let me get set up and I'll bring you close so you can have a look. Okay, as you can see, it's sort of similar to that black crackle finish on the dashboard, and what it does is it makes a little bit of a difference to the overall finish of the dashboard. You know, as you open the glove box, if you see that old sort of tired, rusty, dusty looking inside of the lid, it lets it down. So it's just these little details that I think can make a difference to your car. Just tidies it up a little bit. So right, that's that, and we'll just let that dry. And I'm not going to try and dust any of the excess material off at this stage. I'll let it dry, and then we'll use a compressor and lightly just blow some of the material off. I'm not worried about trying to reuse what's down there. I know in some of the videos they say that you reuse that material, but honestly, you know, the amount of material that's there is probably negligible. Okay, so let me get set up, and let's do the inside of the tub. Okay, I think this is probably going to show the most dramatic improvement. Even though we've got another one of these tubs being finished off and 3D printed, which will also flock, this original one, while we've got it out, we're thinking before we put it back in, we might as well do it as well. And you can see just with age, the original lining itself would have sort of been of the day and let's say adequate. I don't think that they put a lot of effort into it. Sort of a light sort of finish, but we'll bring that and we'll make it a little bit better than it came out of the factory. So let me get some glue into it, and then we'll have a go. I'll probably apply the glue and then bring you back. I don't think there's a lot of excitement in watching me put glue on it. Okay, we're just finishing off the last little bit of application of the glue here, and you'll be able to see it's quite liberal. I mean, you know, this is we're not exactly sparing it, we're daubing it on pretty liberally, so you'll be able to see there how much we're throwing in. I don't know, people who do this regularly may say that's too much. We don't know, we haven't done it before, but my view is you want plenty for the flocking material to bind to, otherwise you're going to end up being patchy. Now, one of the things that we did see when we're looking about how you do this online was, if you're not happy with the effect, you just put some more glue over the top of it and reflock it. So, you know, it's a pretty easy approach. All I've got to do now is just see how much material I've got in there. Don't know, I might have to refill that. So let's reach that under there so you can see a bit better. Okay, let's give it a go. Just sort of just puffing it, and obviously you got the material down towards the end of where this is with the holes, and then it's a bit like a kid's toy, really. But it does the job. It's sort of dusting it in there. So obviously you want to try and do it so that you're dusting the surface and using gravity as your friend, so that the material falls down. So rather than trying to do it upwards, I'm going to turn it over. It is quite dusty. One thing I didn't think about was should I be wearing a dust mask while doing this, but it's chopped suede, so I think it'll be a nuisance dust more than anything. I don't think it's toxic. But good practice, I guess. You should always consider wearing dust masks when we're doing stuff like this. Oh, that's making a difference already. You can probably see it. Look, I'm going to dust it in there heavily, even though you don't see it. And I guess you want it to shake it around a bit. Oh yeah, there's quite a bit of material there, so I might. I don't know if there's any bakers watching. It's probably a bit like putting flour in a baking tin. Oh, there's a bit of glue there that needs a bit of fluffing material on. Well, it's not exactly technical or scientific, but so it's good to move that material around within it. I think let it run across any of the glue that hasn't been captured. Okay, let's have a look at that. Bit of a difference. Not much came out. It's already starting to look nice and suedey in there and lined. Lovely. Happy with that. There you go. Obviously, I still think you could do this inside your car. Just open the glove box, you just daub the glue in there, obviously clean it all out, and then just dust all that stuff in there. And once it's dry, get a vacuum with a brush fitting on the end and just vacuum out any loose material. But that's an upgrade for your glove box. This material with the fibres and the glue and the little applicator, you know, let's call it in Australian dollars $100. And I'm sure you can get stuff cheaper online or whatever. I chose to use a local industry here that had a better review and seemed to be better quality, so we paid a bit extra. But there you go. Dashboard getting completed and about to go into the project car. We've got 4 new tyres coming, and she will be up for sale in the next couple of months. So once we get it on the road and we do a running, we'll do some more videos. But look, I hope your projects are going well. Thanks for tuning in to Daily Driven Alpha, and like, subscribe, share it with others, and post any respectful comments. We always love hearing from you guys. And thanks again for watching.